welcome back. This is the Voiceover Gurus podcast. I'm Linda Bruno. Hello, JJ.
Hi, this is episode 19, subsection 4.
Episode 19? No, it's like episode 35.
Oh, subsection L.
So this isn't a very unusual time period because, unless you're living under a rock or in a
Just
bunker.
kidding.
Yeah.
Oh
the
my gosh.
coronavirus is affecting all of us, and it's just life-changing at this point for so many.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was just watching a story on CNN about, I'm sure everybody knows the name, Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Oh, yeah.
He's a world-renowned neurosurgeon.
Thingy.
And one of his great friends, an older neurosurgeon, one of the greats of the world, who used to be the pro that separated conjoined twins.
Oh, wow.
I mean, truly one of the greats in our world, just died of the coronavirus.
Oh, God. How old
And I
was
was
he?
sitting there, 60.
Oh, God. Still
But
young.
this man has saved so many lives. He never had time to have kids of his own. And I was in tears.
Wow.
It's just, after a while, it really just starts to get to you.
Yeah.
You know?
We all have to take those steps to try to, do what we can to deal with this stress and anxiety that everyone is having to go through with all the uncertainty. But
Yes.
yeah, I mean, I'm actually, I'm set up at home. I usually work from my studio in Plainview. And I'm
Yes.
working from home, which, holy shit, I know I can curse, but holy crap, what a pain it is, especially when your partner's upstairs also working from home. And I don't have like a soundproof booth, I have my usual closet filled with things, but the sounds of the house, the creaking, and, he makes a phone call. I miss my studio.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet. Yeah.
I mean, if I worked from home all the time, I would have had a proper setup.
Well,
but,
yes, of course. Mine's pretty good. I can't hear much except the train in the distance every now and then, depending on the wind.
That's
and
not
of course,
too
I
bad.
don't hear it while I'm recording. Then I play it back and hear ding, 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 ding in the background. I go, God damn it. That was take 42.
Yeah. Or I have squeaking cats. They keep squeaking, trying to get my attention.
Yes.
So that's been
Or the
interrupting
dog has
my
to go
auditions.
out.
But these are the lifestyles of voice talent on a regular day anyway.
That's right. All the people who are going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm stuck at home. Welcome to our world.
Right.
I'm sitting in a 8x7 room, and that's where I spend most of my day.
It's padded.
Yeah, it is. Well, it should be for me, but yeah.
It's padded for audio reasons too.
Oh, that's right. Oh, audio. Yes, that's right. Yes. But
So
it's a different world. It's a different world now, but it's one that I unfortunately am used to because, even when I go out to lunch, it's got to be quick and I got to get back. But I do usually go out to lunch just so I can say hi to somebody.
Right.
Hi, how are you? Fine. Who are you? And why are you talking to me? I'm lonely.
Well, everybody's having to feel that now.
Yes. Yes.
with this
and it takes a little
isolation.
while to get used to. But if you do end up doing this at home and you have a hobby or something like that, it's great to be able to go from one thing and you get all your work done. And I keep reading all these things lately about voiceover. Hey, working from home, I can just stay in my pajamas and just do sessions.
I'm not into that.
I don't agree with that.
No.
Get up and make believe you're going to work, even if it is 7 feet 4 inches from your bed.
I'm trying to to keep a routine, to try to keep a similar routine. Get up at the same time, do what I do in the morning.
Tell me all about what you do. Never mind.
I do a little
you must
meditation.
have toilet paper, Linda.
Hey, I found toilet paper very easily yesterday. I was so excited about this.
Very easily, Linda. 3 weeks, I couldn't find any.
And I found chicken again. This is like a celebration yesterday.
I kept going to the workshop. I started with 320 grit sandpaper, which was fine. Made my butt very shiny and smooth, but now I'm down to 50. Whoa. Whoa.
Yes, but it's important to keep a routine because it's real easy to fall into that lazy trap.
Yep. I even, Janine is home working now because, her company closed and everybody's working from home. And she was sitting around her pajamas at 2 o'clock, and I looked at her and said, you really ought to get dressed. She said, I'm so tired. I said, well, part of the reason is because you're still in your bedtime clothes. Get up and make believe you're at work, and it really does help.
Yep, it does. It changes your mentality, your perspective, puts you in a business mind, hopefully.
Yep.
So you can be productive. But I'm doing all sorts of things here that I wouldn't normally do at the studio, like eating half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before you and I do the podcast, because that's horrible for any kind of voicing. And I also have milk, which is another thing that I shouldn't be drinking. But hey, things are different now. It's a different time. We got to express ourselves, even if it is in that form, right?
Yep. I do that too because I'm home all the time and the refrigerator's right around the corner. So,
that has been a difficult thing because I've been cooking a lot. I've been baking, and it's not good. And I have been doing little home workouts, but it's not the same as being with a group of people because I do Orange Theory. And I'm trying. But it's,
I saw a picture of your knees on Facebook the other day.
My feet and my legs.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's me trying. I'm trying during this time.
Okay, there's one sit-up. Oh, let's take a break.
So think about this, JJ. Once everything hopefully calms down, I guess probably in a few months, it's going to take some time.
Oh,
and sorry. And restaurants start to open. And where's the first place you think you want to go?
To the mall.
Do you?
Yes. I love going to the mall.
Why?
I love to shop. I'm a big shopper. I love shopping.
Oh.
I love getting things for Janine and stuff, and we go clothes shopping, and it's just fun and around people because, as I say, I spend a lot of time alone. Normally, Janine works, out of the home, and there's not many people who come over during the day, so I spend every day alone. And it's just, I like on the weekends, I like to get the heck out of here or go in the workshop with Janine just to change it up a little bit.
I've been trying to utilize different rooms in my house for specific things. Just make it seem like it's a whole different place.
Right. I'm going to the kitchen, honey. I'll be back in 2 hours. And I go to the car, start it up, get out, and come back in and go to the kitchen.
It's true. I'm doing anything I can to try to mix it up. But my boyfriend, Matt, has gone through, I think, about 160 episodes solid of Cheers.
Okay.
In the last week and a half. So I swear to you. So he's madly in love with the show because obviously it's an amazing show. It was an amazing show. Yes. And there's 11 seasons. But I kid you not, he's done at least 160 episodes at this point.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Wow. Just don't do that with Lost because the last episode sucked. Jeez. What? I spent 4 weeks watching this.
I never watched Lost, so I don't know about that.
Good. Don't.
I tell you, when all this stuff calms down, one thing I do miss is diner pancakes. I would like to have some pancakes at the diner.
Oh, yeah. Right? I love diners. Oh, my. Yeah, and there's a place down in Franklin. I found a good Italian restaurant down there. And I want to go. I want to see my grandchildren.
Oh,
and my daughter.
Yeah, you can't.
My daughter got coronavirus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Now she's on the mend?
Yes. As of 2 days ago, her fever went away after 11 daher of 102 fever.
Oh,
they wouldn't test her because they didn't have any, but they said, you pretty much got this. So they her ex immediately came and got the kids, brought them up to Portland, and she hasn't seen them in over 2 weeks. Neither have I.
Wow.
I haven't seen her. I said, honey, just call me. I'll meet you at the hospital. She said, they won't let you in.
Right.
Especially you.
You. No, you can't go anywhere. You need to just lock yourself in a little box.
Yeah. So I look very forward to that. And we had my middle stepson and his wife and their daughter coming down on April 8th. That's been canceled. Mm-hmm. And my youngest stepson was supposed to get married in July. I think they just postponed that.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's messing with a lot of things, and I miss family.
Yeah. Connection,
I
intimacy.
really miss family, yeah. I can't wait to hug Jackie and Charlie.
Well, my girlfriends and I are doing a virtual happy hour via Zoom on Friday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
We are.
Okay.
We're doing a little 5 p.m. happy hour. We're all going to grab our cocktails and connect on Zoom and chit-chat like as if we were sitting next to each other.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Do you want me to get on there with you and act like a guy who's trying to pick everybody up who's drunk? Hey there, how you doing?
That would be funny. But no.
Okay.
So how has it been for you, voice work-wise, since this whole thing kicked into high gear?
At first I thought, well, there goes all the car spots, and it was just the opposite. It was all the car spots had changed from hurry, sale is to we'll come to you. We've cleaned the cars with Clorox.
Yes.
And now they're stretching their APRs are now 84 months at 0%.
Wow.
I think no payments until the year 2084. And it's just they're doing everything they can to sell cars. And I'm sure they're starting to hurt about now.
Right.
But maybe not. Maybe not. And the rest of the stuff, thank goodness, for us, everybody right now is home watching television.
Right.
Or listening to the radio. So for me, it hasn't really changed much.
Yeah, I have to say the same for me as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Channel 7 is still every day because there's always a news coronavirus update on Channel 7.
You would be busy with that.
It's been a little bit busier with that. And I'm about to start today a very long project for a training program for corporations.
Great.
And because, he works from home and he designs these programs that are, I don't know, I think it's going to end up like being 10 hours of stuff.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
That's great.
Oh, my God. So, it's been okay. And in between, Janine and I are working on a little project to start maybe a YouTube program.
Very cool.
Yes. I don't want to give away the details just
We'll talk about it once it gets more into development.
That sounds good.
Yeah, for me, not much has changed other than where I'm voicing from, thank God, because I would say I've pretty much heard from a lot of my regular clients, Costco, and I'm still doing stuff for Disney, but a ton of on hold messages for nursing
I did one of those the
homes.
other day for the first time in a while.
Oh, really? Oh, I do them every day.
Yeah.
They're one of my bread and butters.
Hi, and thanks for holding.
Yeah. But it's all about the coronavirus.
Pound.
All about the virus, and understandable,
Yep.
And I've done hospital spots recently, reaction. But the thing is, audition-wise, I don't know about you, I've had tons of auditions.
Yes, there's been quite a few. I've probably done 15 in the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I had a stack from last week.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my agents, my New York agent, and I asked him about the situation, and he said, well, the fact is for voiceover, people still need messaging. And so we're in that niche that is still needed. Even though this is like upended the whole world, thank God that we are still in need at this point in time.
So we're very fortunate.
Yes. So if you are contemplating a career in voiceovers, just keep this in mind. I'm not saying
that's right.
It's recession proof because everything kind of trickles down. But the fact is, a voice is needed for so many things still. And you can't,
That's right.
Now we have a captive audience too. People are home. They're watching TV. They're on the internet. They're streaming, and they're streaming on their devices to get entertainment. And voices are involved with all of that. So.
Yes. Many, 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 many different ways to make money with your voice. Mm-hmm. Many. So, yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, I was reading an article today in Adweek about how, because video production companies can't get out there and do their shoots right now, photo shoots can't be happening as well, that, some of the ad agencies have basically changed up the way that they're conveying the message for their brands by using stock imaging. And, archival footage just to get, still be able to relay, a brand's
Yep. So those
purpose.
companies are now thriving. The ones that have the stock images.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the poor restaurant people that I feel bad for, and of course the hospital workers.
I know.
I have a friend who's a nurse, and I called him the other night, and he was just screaming. He said, I just can't believe this. I'm going to die. Oh, my God. I'm so glad
That's horrible.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
it's just
when everything hopefully calms down, we all have to support the businesses. We just have to get out there, and you got to go have a meal. Go, even right now, get
Stay
takeout,
local. Oh, I do every night.
Do you?
Yeah, but I can't find any hamburger meat. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we do our
China
part.
Cottage thinks I'm nuts.
Which?
Oh, Mr. Wilson, you back again? You were here for lunch, weren't you?
I'm sure they're happy about it, though. They got to be happy about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, Mr. Wilson, you want the wonton soup, you want the beef with snow pea, and the white steam rice.
Beef with snow pea.
Beef with snow pea, just one snow pea. Not two,
that's
one. But yeah, I'm trying to keep them going, and yeah. But it's weird. But the part that worried me a little bit through all this were the people we work for going to be able to pay us because their businesses have slowed down.
Yeah, something to
and
take
that
into
part scared
consideration.
me a little bit. 'Cause, yes.
Yeah.
But so far it's been okay.
Been all right. Yeah.
My wife is actually working on something now. Our bank screwed up and somebody's trying to pay me and they can't. And so she's working on that now. And, oh, God, it just never ends.
I know.
It never ends. But
I'm
I'm so thankful to have the work.
Yes.
So thankful.
This is the time when you get up in the morning and you look around and feel gratitude for whatever your situation is. If you're not, out there having to be on the front lines of this situation. But, oh, poor us. We get to wait at home for weeks on end with our cushy little houses. And, okay, so maybe you're not able to go out and have your steak dinner, but let me tell you, it's not so bad. When you think about the things we could be missing, we could be missing electricity. We could be missing water, for crying out loud. These types of things that we just everybody has to just chill out,
And the people who, my middle stepson is a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And, not only did Janine and I worry about him every night anyway, now I worry about him getting this because he's in everybody's houses all the time.
God.
Doing
I hope he's wearing a
doing
mask
stuff
and
oh, he is.
covering himself
He
up.
sent us a picture the other day, but I admire people like that and the doctors and the nurses. And,
Yes.
my daughter was teaching at third grade at a school, and now she's doing it online. Mm-hmm. And sending out, I thought it was the coolest thing. She came up with this idea to send, she's got everybody's emails, all the parents of the students in her class, and she wrote to them and she said, would you like some things to do to keep your children up to date and have a little thing, something to do during the day, schoolwork-wise, that's fun. I'm going to create a few things. I'll send it to you and you can have them do it. And every one of them replied back, oh, please.
Oh, wow.
So Charlotte spent the next couple of days just, creating different tutorials and fun stuff.
Fantastic.
Teaching math and social studies and all that good stuff. And the kids, I guess, are loving it because it's less time during the day, but they're still learning a little.
That's great.
They won't get behind. Yeah, so that was kind of fun.
That's
You
important.
just have to get imaginative.
Yes,
That's all.
exactly. Now, how
really do.
are you and Janine handling everything emotionally with what's happening?
Well, for me, it's a little frightening. I was sick a year and a half ago with a heart attack and
Right.
open heart surgery, and my immune system probably isn't what it used to be.
Sure.
And it's funny, on every newscast and everything I see on television, those most at risk are those with 1, heart disease, 2, diabetes. I don't have that, but I'm always at the top of the list.
Yeah.
And then I run and hide under the covers in the bed. So I'm just trying to stay away from everybody I possibly can. The only place I really go is Lowe's. And, people are far enough away. Get away, I need a 2x4. Get out of the way, move. But it's a little frightening. And Janine is actually suffering a little bit of an anxiety thing from this, as I think most people are.
Yes. I can
and you
totally
get sad
relate with
and
that.
you wonder, and people's moods are different, and
I read
it's
I read that I don't know what celebrity it was. Maybe it was Reese Witherspoon. She had posted, I think, on Twitter, saying that each day it's okay to have your breakdown. It's okay to be sad.
yeah,
It's okay to feel hopeless. You got to get it out, because if you don't
yeah,
get it out, it's going to come out at 3 a.m. when you're sleeping.
yeah. I'm reaching that point.
Well, I tell you, I mean,
I really am.
I'll usually have a breakdown maybe every other day, like a small one,
Yeah.
and then I come out of it. But hey, my doctor was nice enough to give me some anti-anxiety meds. So
Good.
that has kicked in the last 24 hours, and I'm not having heart palpitations anymore. And this is even, we're working. And we're feeling this panic. I just
Imagine.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
what the people who.
And thank God at this point, you're still healthy. Janine's healthy. I'm healthy. Matt's healthy.
Yep.
But it's a scary time. But you got to let it out. Go cry. Go scream. Go shout. Go get it out.
Yep.
Because what else is there
do
to
a
do?
car spot. That'll get it out.
That'll definitely get it out. Well, we certainly didn't want this podcast to be depressing. It's more realistic.
No.
To talk about the realities of having to take pharmaceuticals to help you get through it. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that's the path that, is helping me a little bit.
And I got some extra, man, if you want to buy some. All right. Yeah.
If you have a cool
2
doctor.
Xanax, 1 roll of toilet paper, $78.
I tell you, when I saw the toilet paper yesterday, I was like, and it's like almost like I didn't want anybody to know where I was going.
I know. Did you see the picture of me in the store holding the toilet paper like I was hugging it?
No.
Yeah, Janine posted it.
Oh, that's funny.
She said, "You're going to share that with me, JJ, or else." I said, "After I use it, I'll give it to you." She didn't think that
So
was
are
funny.
you in your area? Do you have difficulty in the grocery stores of getting all your food?
Oh, God, yes.
You are having
Oh, God,
trouble with
yes.
that. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday we caught it lucky, or a day before. We decided to go early in the morning when they had just done it. And we were able to get some meats and some toilet paper and the things we needed for like a week. Mm-hmm. We just stocked up and came home. I got to tell you, a friend of mine from an advertising agency, he's a very funny man, took a picture of the 50-foot-long empty shelves in the toilet paper aisle. I mean, there was not one thing on there.
Yeah.
Except a bag of marshmallows that somebody had left there by accident. So his caption under it was, "All right, I'll give it a try."
Oh, that's
So I
great.
called him and I said, "How did it go?" He said, "Looks like I poured chocolate on him."
Oh, God. That part I didn't need to hear.
Sorry. But that was hilarious.
That's
just
funny.
hilarious.
Here in New York, the epicenter, the of the coronavirus in America at this point, New York City's obviously, you have 4 million people on any average day that just live there. So, of course,
Yes.
you're going to wind up with a huge amount of cases and everybody's on top of each other there,
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but I'm on Long Island, and I'm not saying that, we have cases out here as well, but I think because of being in the Northeast area here and the fact that trucks can still get in, I have not had any shortage of food, really. I mean, maybe the first week, the panic week, I couldn't get pasta.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get chicken, and I couldn't get toilet paper, but I could get everything else. So I felt lucky that, we still had those things. So we may be at the epicenter of it, but we're all doing okay. We're all doing okay.
Yep.
That was the best thing.
And they say, if you do find toilet paper, just eat it.
What?
Because on the way out, it wipes for you.
Oh, God. That's ridiculous. And is this how we're wrapping up this podcast?
Don't say wrap.
JJ talks about eating toilet paper. Great.
Yeah, that Christmas
God.
wrapping paper came in very handy this year.
Okay, so here we go. So the next podcast, we will talk about something more relevant to the voiceover industry itself, but we did want to at least Yes, address the fact that, we're all going through this
but
together.
It was fun
and
to share.
If we all hang tight and we all work as a community, we will all get through this. We all will.
Right. And we do have FaceTime and stuff now, so it does make it a little... That's funny. I was thinking about that the other day, the fact that we do have all of these ways to be able to see each other and talk. And I was remembering a couple of years ago when my oldest stepson was in Iraq, and we used to be able to FaceTime with him. And I thought to myself, geez, boy, in the other wars,
right?
They waited for letters for 2-3 months to hear from people. So we really are very fortunate that I can call up Jack and go, "Hey, Jack, it's Grandpa." "Hi, Grandpa. It's wonderful to see you." And we're 6. What are you talking about?
Well, this certainly...
But we're at least a little bit more fortunate.
Yeah, and our online voiceover workouts haven't changed at all because we were already doing those via Zoom.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So we have a few people already signed up for April, which is good. We've got 2 dates, the 15th and the 29th.
Excellent.
Yes, it's going to be fun. So make sure you sign up.
Sign up now.
Sign up.
They're fun.
They are.
Sign up. I promise I won't talk about toilet paper much.
Limit of 6 people. Sign up now. Well, thank you, JJ.
6 rolls.
I got to go fix an audition. I screwed
you,
up.
Linda. Okay. Oh, I've done that.
These are the realities.
I've done that.
Agent's like, yeah, you didn't do it right.
Very quickly, I had a client call me yesterday. I did a pre-read of the very long thing that I'm doing, and he said, on the end of this sentence, you made it sound like it was really final. And I said, well, you had, an interview next, and then me coming back, and he said, well, that's really one continuous thing except for the interview. And I said, well, I read it as though it was the end of that thought, and then the guy speaks, and then I come back in with something new. And he said, aha, it's the way I formatted the script. Because that wasn't true. And that reminded me of the story that I used to work with a guy who triple-spaced everything. And I was reading the script one day, cold, we were recording, and it said, "What's that in the road?" And then three lines down over on the left-hand side, the first word was ahead. And I said, so what's that in the road? Ahead? It took my eyes too long to get there. And I said, that's why we don't triple space.
The importance of formatting correctly.
That's right. So I'll leave you with a technical thing.
Fantastic.
All right, then.
All right.
Oh, shucks. Should I have recorded my part?
Yeah. Great.
Oh, boy. All right.
So thanks for joining us again.
Right.
We will be back.
Thank you for joining us again.
Yes. This has been the Voiceover Gurus podcast. If you have any questions, comments, shoot us an email. You can shoot me an email at linda@voiceover.guru, and we'll talk to you next time.